I think we're gonna be okay. And I can say that because, like, I'm not in the kitchen right now. Hear me out. I used to be a really bad cook in college. I'm like mostly better, but you know, sometimes I have some accidents still. Like I was on the phone with my mom the other day and I wasn't paying attention and like the thing that I was cooking kind of like burned the pan a lot. And so I was like on the phone, you know, I had it here and I'm like scraping my dinner off of the pan and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, my dinner burned to the pan, so I'm just scraping it off." And without missing a beat, she's like, "Oh, just like ride the bike, huh?" Oh, thanks, Mom. You roasted me almost as badly as I roasted this dinner. Thank you. I don't know, I thought about now that we're in like social media and Instagram's the thing, I think I'm gonna create an Instagram account called Woman Get Out of the Kitchen. It's just gonna be like a cookbook, lookbook sort of thing. Basically just like, don't let me unsupervised anywhere near an oven and we'll be okay. All right, we good on drinks? Everybody got one? All right, you having a good time so far? All right, great. I'm going to get off the stage. Please welcome your next comedian. He saw Aquaman today. Ladies and gentlemen, Zahara Lee.
Hi. I did see Aquaman today. That wasn't a joke. It was actually a pretty good movie. Except for the part where Pitbull sampled the hit classic by Toto, Africa. So if you, yeah, this happened. So if you didn't want to go see Aquaman, you're not going to go see Aquaman now. Yeah, so how's everyone doing tonight? Everyone having a good time? Awesome. Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna say this because, you know, I've only done this once before. Please be gentle with me. Said the same thing to my ex-girlfriend. This is only my second time. Let's take it easy. Wait, if you only go on one date, is she still a girlfriend?
Yes.
Cool. All right, well, yeah, so I've only done this once before, and some of my friends are in the crowd. Hi, guys. You guys will know that I was very excited about it. Like, when I did it, I was really happy about it, and I was like, yes, finally, I found something. You know, this is my new thing to do. Wicked. And then I told my brother and my sister, and they had a great time, you know, talking about it with me. But the thing is, and I don't know if this is an Indian family thing or a family thing, but if you do something once, apparently you're already a pro at it. I mean, I went back to see my family over Christmas, first time in a year and a half. It was great. And I sat down with my little cousins, and I said I was Indian, so there were a lot of little cousins. And we had this game, I can't remember what it was called, but the idea was someone reads out a question, and we all anonymously write on a piece of paper an answer. And then the person who reads the question has to guess who put each answer. So I thought, yes, I love writing random crap down, this is great. And my brother was next to me and he just goes, "Well, you should be putting intelligent and funny things down. You're the comedian." Everyone knows you're only a comedian when you've done it twice. Yeah. But it was really good seeing my family. And whether they think I'm a comedian or not, I just like being around them because we're all a bunch of strange characters. We all make interesting jokes to each other. You know, I told my mom I wanted to come home because of depression, and she found that really funny. To which she then added, "Why do you have to say depression? Just say you were homesick." Thanks, Mom. And again, same thing. Indian family, real family, regular family, I don't know. But as you get older, I've found that the uncles and the aunties, every time you see them, and as you know, the older you get, they give less shits about you. Is that normal? Does that happen in your family?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I mean, not good, but I'm not alone. To the point where, and I think this might be a my family thing, my uncle and aunt, like one of them, couple, they just don't really talk to me when I walk into the room. No, I mean, fair enough, because, yeah, they're them. But I walked into this house, and my cousin's house, with this big group of people there. Everyone's like, yeah, really happy to see each other. It's Christmas soon. Woo! And those were just a few white people in my family, by the way. Eid happened like ages ago, so. And I walked in, I was like really happy, I smiled, I saw my cousins, the ones that are my age, and the younger ones, of course. Saw a bunch of people. A relative I've never met before, a really funny guy, he comes up to me and he says, "Oh, I've heard everything about you," and shook my hand with this big smile, and I thought, wow, how can I ruin this moment? Nice to meet you, I've heard nothing about you. And, yeah, but then as I worked my way around the house and around the room, there was one older woman, like an auntie, you know, who didn't, I don't know if she recognized me or if she was just fucking with me because she knows I have a big ego. Whatever. And then I got to my uncle, and he was just, everyone was like smiling and shaking my hand, you know, because I don't see them very often. But my uncle's just there in the corner like this. Oh, sorry. Hang on, he's a bit bigger. So I go shake his hand, I compliment him on his beard, because he had a beard now and it looks nice. And I barely got so much as a hello, how are you? So, fuck him, right? Yeah, but the weird thing is, whenever I go home, it's, no matter how much older I get, it still feels a little bit like I never left. Do any of you guys get that when you go home to visit?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know how I feel about that. Because I go away, and then I come back after a year and a half, and I'm just like, yeah, finally my parents are gonna be proud. I'm an adult. I want to be a teacher. I did stand-up comedy once. But as soon as I get through the door, it's like, Zaire, can you set up the TV, please? Be honest, how many of you expected an Indian accent just then? And it's not just my dad. My dad is the worst of the technophobia in the house. But my mom, I don't know, bless her, I don't know what she does. She just... she's just there, like, okay, here's an example. So, my mom is very close with her sisters, right? And I think that's nice. As you get older, your siblings, your friends, everyone, keep them close to you. And her sister calls her all the time as well, just to chat, literally, like every day, sometimes more than once in a day. I think it's nice. I can't get a conversation with my siblings to save my life. Like, maybe once in a week, if I'm lucky. But my mom's there, and, you know, suddenly the phone starts ringing, and I'm like, who is it? Oh, it's Sharumasi. Oh, cool. And then it happens. So, set the scene. I'm on the couch, I'm watching Netflix. Nah, I've seen this one already. And suddenly the phone rings, and I hear my mom on the phone, "Hi, how are you?" And then you know when you can hear the other person on the other end of the phone? When it's not on loudspeaker, you can still kind of hear it. And you're like, I've got great hearing. Yeah, I could hear who was on the other end of the phone because my mom had it on loudspeaker. I don't know why she was holding the phone up here. To the point where I actually like got up and she was like, yeah, you know, Zaire's here from Spain. Like, it's just like. I was catching up on Gotham. I can't see the episode. Fuck. So she's there and she's talking to her sister, and I start hearing some things, you know. And they have to be interesting, you know, to pull my attention away from what I'm watching, because I get quite into my TV shows. Any of you who've ever watched a movie or a TV show with me will know that. Like, I get really into it. If I don't like it, I start picking the shit out of it. Like, Batman can't be a ninja. No, just little sidebar. There was a movie called Batman Ninja, and it is the Sharknado of Batman movies. So if you want something to cut the fuck down, go watch that. Warner Brothers is paying me afterwards. But yeah, so suddenly I start hearing, it's like, well, is she okay? What's happening? Oh, okay, but is he still with her? No. But, and I'm there and I'm watching, suddenly it's paused. You know? Sorry, Detective Jim Gordon. This will have to wait. Sorry, President Claire Underwood. Yeah, she's president now. Please, take a moment. Yeah, and you know, the thing, and yeah, and she's like, I need to know what happened to my cousin Kabir. Hurry up. Yeah, and then at the end of it, I just thought, well, okay then. I still don't know what happened. I texted him. I said, hey man, I overheard my mom talking to one of our aunties, and those, you know, is everything okay? And he just goes, yeah, you know, actually, sorry, that's a lie. He never responded. God, you know what? You guys are a really good crowd. I was really nervous about this. Seriously, I was really, really scared. To the point where I actually called Claire yesterday and was like, oh man, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know what I'm going to do. Not just with life, but in the show tomorrow. And, you know, she was like, well, I was like, I don't know, maybe I could talk about sex. Even though I don't know much about it. And she was just like, okay, well, I mean, if you can, like, you gotta find a fresh take on it. Everyone does it. Chris Rock does it. Everyone does it. In this context, Chris Rock is everyone. So she was like, okay, pick a random object. Okay, a table. Sex with me is like a table. And I said, oh, it's got 4 legs and doesn't go anywhere. But earlier today, I thought to myself, okay, what am I gonna do? Oh! And then that came back into my mind, and I said to myself, okay, sex with me is like comedy with me. You can let your imagination go on that one. Sex with me is like comedy with me. It can go well, it can go badly. It might not last long enough. And at the end of it, one of us will be disappointed. Guys, thank you very much. You've been amazing.